Hey everyone, how's it going tonight? Welcome back to the channel. AJ the Toy Guy here. I'm going to talk tonight about a little more Halloween kills. It appears that there's been, in the last week here, we got a really good up-close mask reveal. And also, according to certain fan forums there on Facebook, and I believe it was released in an interview, where Jamie Lee Curtis says that she feels Halloween Kills will be the last time that she plays the character of Laurie Strode, which, as fans, we've all heard this before. We heard this back in 1998, I remember. It was supposed to be the final confrontation with Michael Myers, and and then I know that whenever Halloween Resurrection was in production, for her to agree to do the role, I remember it was very clear that she wanted to be killed off because she had no desire to be Laurie Strode again. And then she went on that whole anti-horror film crusade for several years there, where she thought horror films were just destroying America, and that basically if you watched horror films that you were, I guess, a bad person. She was very, very anti-horror films. And then guess what? In 2017, we find out that she agrees one more time to play Laurie Strode because she, I think the quote was, she got through page 1 or 2 of the script and she knew immediately that she had to play that role because she was playing a post-traumatic stress survivor, and she was attracted to the role or the character for that reason, so she agreed to do it. And the massive success that Halloween 2018 was. Michael Myers not only killed a lot of people in that movie, but it also killed it at the box offices, that's for sure. It was like #1 for I don't know how long. Quite some time, I guess. Before I even mentioned that, I should have done some research on it, but sorry, we don't research things around here that much, and I'm sure it shows too. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on that to remind all the fans out there that we have heard this before. This is not the first time that Jamie Lee Curtis said that she will not do, she didn't want to do, or she won't be in any more movies to do with Michael Myers. This is going all the way back to, 1998 when H2O came about. She said then that it was going to be her final confrontation. Of course, I've read in different forums, and that timeline that they were playing, it probably should have stopped at H2O. That was like the best ending I think that fans could have hoped for. Michael getting decapitated. But, it had such success. It really was such a great movie. I enjoyed it, and I know a lot of people hated it, but I enjoyed it, and a lot of other people did too, because, it did very well, and it still is doing very well. I think that they had this wonderful opportunity to make, a follow-up to H2O to really kind of revamp and reshape the franchise at that point. And then they delivered us with Halloween Resurrection, which was just, I don't know. I'm on the board on the, do I like it? It's okay. My least favorite is Halloween 5. And I've made that very clear along the way here, that Halloween 5, not only did it have a shit mask, the movie itself just sucked. But probably not nearly as much as Halloween 6. So, what I took away from Halloween, I was 22 at the time when it came out. Yeah, 22. And I can remember that, as a whole, just that era and that time was shaping up to be, the technology age was really kind of, taking off and incredibly fast. We went, it was just a very aggressive time for technology. And, we evolved greatly, from there to, where we are now. But a lot of it was because during that period. And I think that they tried to take it in a direction that would adapt to that time period, the young people of that time period. And I think that probably, for us older fans, which, at the time I was just as young as anybody else watching it. I could see where I appreciated it a little bit more than, say, my parents would have. I could relate to it more than my mom could, you know, that kind of thing. As to where she was more of the 1978, you know, that era. So whenever, you know, Resurrection came about with the technology and the storyline and the, you know, they reversed, you know, and the two, you know, they had the time they had like ghost hunters on TV, you know, the whole paranormal investigation thing, and that was kind of the, I think, in a sense, they kind of adapted a ghost hunt to the Myers house, you know. I mean, that was sort of with the cameras and the go-to. So, but you know, again, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis lasted what 5 minutes in the movie, and because she demanded to be killed, she didn't want the character to ever be, you know, there was never going to be an opening for that character again, that she wanted to be done with it, and that kind of brings us to the conversation where we're at now with, you know, does Laurie Strode die in Halloween Kills? Not that I've read, you know, not that I've, it just came out in that interview that was released on social media, her saying that she thought it was going to be her last time, you know, playing the character, and so yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I think that Halloween Ends, I think that it's going to be, you know, there's a lot of, you know, how she, you know, how are they going to stop Michael this time? And I read a really good plot story about where she kind of sacrifices herself to save, you know, to kill Michael and herself to save, you know, Allison. So let's, I guess, hold off. We're going to wait and see what happens. But anyway, what's your thoughts of the new, the mask? I mean, the melted version of the, you know, the 2018. I think it's pretty amazing, pretty badass. A lot of detail there. Looking forward to Todd's release of that mask. And you know, believe me, I'm just like everybody else. But I put in a request for one. So let's see what happens there. Of course, I will pay for it. You know, I don't want anything free. I'm willing to pay for it, but we're going to see where that goes. And I would not do a review of it till I'm allowed to. But I'm looking forward to that. I know that you all are too, or most of you. I don't think I've seen one bad really review or comment about the mask. I think that the mask, you know, is sacred to Michael, so it makes sense that from Halloween 40 years ago to Halloween 2018, he would have definitely had the same mask. The new mask that you keep hearing about is nothing more than the flashback to 78 and the clean version of the painted over Shatner. So anyway, all right, now I just wanted to do a quick little video here because I've been getting updates on the Halloween Kills posts and the news stories that are out. Apparently also Halloween Ends takes place, I don't know if you all read that interview or not, where David Gordon Green says that Halloween Ends takes place several years later after Halloween Kills. So but it's kind of left at a cliffhanger on Halloween Kills, you know, what happens with Laurie and Allison, and so let's see what happens here. Looking forward to it. Everyone out there, if you're new, please do subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, feel free to comment, and do subscribe. I do appreciate that. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe, and it means the world to me, and I appreciate it very much. And I guess that'll do it for tonight. Everyone take care, God bless, stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you again soon. Alrighty, bye-bye.